everyone, and welcome back. Today we are going to be turning this sheet of paper into 2 envelopes. It's a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and I'm not going to use my envelope punch board. I'm going to do it a different way. So we're going to do that, and I'll show you that. Also, in our last video, I said I might have to cover the magnet, with some fabric, which I did there. And this is what the back looks like with the Fabrifix. It did not dry clear. So what I have done is I have taken another one of those 6x9. This has a clasp envelope here. I actually might need to do something there so it doesn't stick. And I cut it down a little bit, and I'm going to glue it to the back of this. And that'll fit to cover that up. And also you have a nice big envelope on the back. And also I have a 6x6 paper pad of just flowers. So I cut this one out to make a pocket on the back. I don't know what I'm going to do with the front because I like this and not so much the plain green. So if I'm going to cover anything up, it's going to be this, but I might not do anything there. So let us first do this. Now I'm going to flatten this out again. Because this has glue on here and it's adhesive, but I don't want it to, what am I trying to say? I don't want it, if things get humid, I don't want it to actually turn into a sticky mess. So I am going to hopefully put this all, I guess I'll go all the way across. Make sure it's a straight line. This is Versamark. It's just a glue pad is what it is for embossing. So I'm making sure that we have nice glue down all the way across there. Okay, and now I'm going to get out some embossing powder. I have different color embossing powders. You could try. I don't think it's going to work out very well though, because I don't think they're very good embossing powders. I also have silver and gold and white. But let's see how this works. We'll keep it all orange. Keep it all in the orange family. So let me get this. I'm going to have to wipe that off later. Get a piece of scrap paper. Okay. And dump this on. Dump some more on. It seems to have covered it pretty well. Whoops. Just want to make sure that this is really covered. Okay. Move that aside. Actually, why don't we put it away? Okay, let's see what we got. why that started to do that. Okay. Let's see if it's still warm enough that that spot there can take more embossing. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Okay. All these fine, tiny granules get all over the place. All right, so we're going to put that aside, and we're going to let that dry. Cool off anyway. Okay, well, actually, it feels like it's already cooled off. Okay. So we're going to glue this onto the back here. And I am going to use Fabrifix because I'm gluing onto fabric. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. I was looking at this top flap here. Oops, sorry. Where is it? There it is. And thinking that I would actually like to cover it with a piece of paper. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. But the question is, what glue am I going to use? Because this is thin paper. Well, we can use the art glitter glue. Suppose I probably instead should have used one of the tape glues to make sure I had a more secure. All right, I'm going to place this right up there on the edge. Make sure it gets spread. All my paper bits are falling all over the place. I did not get myself very organized before I started this new fun journal. I was just too excited. Okay. And now, let's just cut this away. And I do have a regular hole punch that hopefully will make the hole that size. I'll have to go find it though. I don't know where it is. There. And then that also carries the All right, that's going to drive me a little bonkers. That right there. So, all these little imperfections. make sure I'm even here, which I'm not. There we go. Okay. Now I just need to find my hole punch. Found it, although I do not think excuse my head for getting in the way. Okay, there's that. Now, to put it back here, and I think I'm just going to do it on 3 sides so that there would be a hidden side pocket too, if you're so desiring. So, let's do the top, the side, and the bottom. Oh, just stuck my finger in it. There. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Oof, so that's that. Now, we have this for the inside pocket. If we don't gusset it, well, I'm not going to gusset it. Again, 3 sides using the art glitter glue. And pressing down with the rag so that any excess that comes out the sides will be picked up by the rag. Okay. Now, you have all seen me make envelopes with my envelope punch board, which is not what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a different type of envelope using this 12 by 12 paper, which I'm going to cut down to 6 by 12. Now, the question is, I think I want the stripes to go this way. There. Okay. Okay, I've already cut down this 12 by 12 into a 6 by 12. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put it on my large scoreboard, and I'm going to score it 1/4 inch down on both long sides. So there's 1/4 inch, and there's 1/4 inch. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it up. How wide do we want it? That book, I think it was a 6. So if we, let's do it this way. Do 1.5 inches on the top fold. That's an awfully big top fold, but that's fine. Okay, so we have two sides scored at 1/4 of an inch, and then on one of the shorter sides we have scored at 1.5 inches. So we're going to fold that over. That is going to be the top fold of the envelope. We're going to fold this up in here to meet it, okay? And we're going to crease that down there. Now, what we're doing now is that we're going to put a thumb notch here. So you can get in and out of it. Now, we need these here sides to fold in to make the flaps. So on the top and the bottom pieces, we're going to cut off that little 1/4 of an inch where we have the score mark, okay? And that is what's going to make the flap on that side. So now in here, I'm just cutting in there and there. And I'm going to take my bigger scissors to cut down that score line. There. There. Okay, move that all aside. Now these here little bits, we're going to see if we can use our corner chomper on them, although that might not be quite enough, but that's fine. We'll also use the little corner chomper on here. Okay. Now we're going to fold in these 1/4 of an inches. Right? Put that down and fold in the 1/4 of an inch here on the outside. And again, on the outside. Make sure it's going to lay all nice and flat, like so. Or you can fold it in on the inside. It's really up to you. I like folding it on the outside to make sure that there's security there. If you fold it in on the inside, this is what it'll look like with the rough edge. So. And now we have 1/4 inch wide. I do have 1/4 inch wide double-sided adhesive. Oops. Which is not always easy. Sometimes it is difficult to get these release papers off. But that weeding tool makes it makes it a lot easier. Okay. Now there. To there. Make sure that's all nice and stuck down. Remove the release paper and fold it over. And that is another way of doing an envelope. It's more of a pouch than it is an envelope. Now I did a thumb notch, but of course you can cut it even further deeper if you want. You could also move this down and fold that over, but then it gets a little bit messy in the adhering the sides together. But that's another way to do an envelope. Suppose I could put that in on the front cover, but I don't think so. Now it's just a matter of finding out where we're going to put it. And I'll be right back because I want to go look at washi tape. Truth be told, I'm not surprised to find that I only have these 2 orange washi tapes. So, let's see where we can put it. You know, I think I am going to hold off putting it in anywhere. Let me put it here on this very bright orange. It just fits. I think I'm going to have to put it on the inside front cover. Because I cut it 6 inches and then I did a 1/4 inch on each side, so that's 5.5. These pages are 5.5, but unless I do it someplace very close to the middle, it's going to go off the edge of the page. So that answers that question as to where we're going to put it. We're going to put it right here. On the inside front cover. I might want to angle that just a little bit, though. I have an idea. That's my crappy pair of scissors. So what I'm going to do here, clean up my mess, is I will place it on the inside front cover with this ribbon coming from behind it to tie it down. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure the ribbon onto the back of this with actually a piece of surgical tape. Very festive and party-like, is it not? So we could put this one right here. We're going to want to decorate this page, I think, behind it somehow, though. So I'm not going to glue this down yet, but that's where I'm going to glue it when I do glue it down. So I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, well, on to magazines and to collaging scenes. This is Karen Jean from Ex Libris Crafts. We're only limited by our own imaginations. Let yours run wild, and thanks for stopping by.